it's not a very good thing in your favor. But I'll digress. We are talking about Trevor Noah, after all, and man, I think my show here actually tonight is giving him more airtime and press than anybody will. Because I don't think he's going to make it to the first taping of the first show. I think he's going to say and do things that will be, well, pretty much a mandatory goodbye between then and now, because he is kind of filled with his own ego right now, having, of course, gotten this job. And, you know, there's subsequent huge media around him right now, and press and all this good stuff and events and everything else. He's living in the fast lane right now. And somebody with this kind of internal personal growth, let's put it that way. Someone with this man and his level of stature and sophistication, I guess we'll call it, he's got no staying power. And I think that the 15 minutes of fame will be up long before he goes to that taping. I think some of the things he has already demonstrated in the first 24 hours that he has said, I think that's going to land him in the "you're fired" category before day one of shooting. So you guys all hold that to me. I'm going to stick by that, and going to go for our second commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to get into, well, another winner in my book, or is he? Yes, Governor Pence, as he struggles today to, quote, fix that religious freedom law that he signed last week. So stay tuned. We'll be back in 2.
You've got it locked to New York's best talk, HTLA Radio 1.
Man, I've been to a lot of places over these past 50 years. Seen the whole true north strong and free. 'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Cooksville, Stouffville, Baynesville, Bowmanville, Bonnieville, Unionville, Oakville, Dunville, Brockville, Boucherville, Melville, Drummondville, Kentville, Grenville, Morinville, Maryville, Parksville, Stephenville, Sackville, Spring Hill, Westville, Walkerville, hanging on a windowsill. Hey! He said, wow, that's a lot of places. I said, hang on, there's more. I've been to Moncton, Picton, Shannon, Vernon, Stellarton, Hamilton, Nipigon, Nobleton, Yorkton, Brighton, Bolton, Beaverton, Brandon, Edmonton, Walkerton, Wyerton, Granby, Miramichi, Charlottetown, Burnaby, Yellowknife, Whitehorse, Corner Brook, none of it. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I crossed the prairies bare, man. I breathed the mountain air. I've traveled, I've done my share, man. I've been everywhere, man. Check it out. Ottawa, Wawa, Mattawa, Chippewa, Moose Jaw, Oshawa.
It could be 7 in the morning.
Or 10 at night.
In Chilliwack, BC.
Or St. Peter's, Nova Scotia.
It could be Michelle.
Or Mark. Or Jen.
But whenever, wherever you order that cup of Tim Hortons Premium Blend Coffee,
You know that it's always fresh.
From Newfoundland and Labrador to Vancouver Island, Tim Hortons, a coffee all our own.
You walked into the hotel as a 5. But when she saw the room, you turned into a weird 7. When she saw the rooftop pool, you went to 11. You two should probably get a room. Oh, that's right. You already did. At Planet Earth's #1 accommodation site, Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Some said the U.S. has lost its innovative power. We said America is lighting the way as the innovation nation. Singular insights, superior execution. That's the power of global connections. Bank of America Merrill Lynch. Voted top global research firm 2011, 12, and 13.
I've been so inspired by being in New York because everything from what people are wearing on the street to the way they're interacting with each other, to drive through the West Village at night and you see a couple kissing on the street, or you see someone fighting outside their apartment, or you see so much humanity on a daily basis that even if you're not inspired by your own life that day, you can be inspired by someone else's life.
You got that long hair, slicked back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl face and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time, 'cause we never go out of style. We never go out of style. Take me out.
There's only one place to get more Taylor.
We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
And we are back tonight on the big show, Crash Talk. Oh, Noah, you didn't. That's right. Talking all about Trevor Noah in the first two segments tonight, taking over the Daily Show from Jon Stewart. And really what an asshole the man is. And, I don't know. Do you think we fucked up on this one? I think we fucked up on this one. And I did say in the second segment there just before the break that, no, I don't think he's going to make it the 6 months to even do that first show's taping. Because he just doesn't have the substance, the staying power, what do they call it? His sophistication. Yes. They're going to have to get another black guy for the show. Because, of course, they didn't want, quote, another white guy. Yes, because white guys just don't know comedy and they don't know how to host shows. Which I also illustrated as total BS, citing the likes of David Letterman and, of course, the late, great Bob Hope. But what do I know? I'm just a stupid Irish guy from Canada, right? Well, what do you know? Yeah, here's the question. What do you know? This segment, we're going to be talking about Indiana's religious freedom law. And, well, really what's got everybody up in goddamn arms? What's their problem? Well, first of all, I guess we have to take this law back to its origins. Yes, let's do that. This law originated in 1993, and it was a federal law protecting religious freedoms, to which Indiana Governor Mike Pence has pointed as the model for his state's controversial new law that he signed in last week. The original law actually grew out of two Native Americans' use of peyote in a religious ceremony. Well, the law sparked state versions after the Supreme Court said in 1997 that the federal statute couldn't apply to state and local governments. But the Supreme Court expanded the application of the law at the federal level last year by ruling that its protections apply to closely held corporations that did not want to include contraceptive coverage in their health insurance plans. And, yes, I know, what does contraception coverage have to do with the use of peyote in religious ceremonies? Well, you see, that's the other problem, America. Your laws are just so bloody convoluted. None of you know what they actually mean. And when they're explained to you, you actually wonder, well, how the hell did that become this? Which is, of course, the logical conclusion, because I came to the same conclusion. What the hell does use of peyote in a religious ceremony have to do with the business owner's right to turn away LGBT couples? How did they get twisted into that effing mess? Well, it's a good question. Well, here's what you need to know about the Indiana Religious Freedom Law. Now, the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, which was signed by Indiana Governor Mike Pence last week, has been condemned by tech, business, and political leaders on the grounds that it is anti-gay and a detriment to hiring the best and the brightest for jobs. Okay? That's the big bitch. It's anti-gay and a detriment to hiring the best and the brightest for jobs. Well, what does the law actually say? Well, I've got that for you. The Religious Freedom Restoration Act says that the government cannot substantially burden a person's ability to follow their religious beliefs unless it can prove a compelling interest in imposing that burden or do so in the least restrictive way. I don't see anything anti-gay there. There's nothing that is anti-gay there, but proponents of the law say that it will prevent the government from infringing on people and their ability to exercise their religious beliefs. Well, never mind the separation of church and state in the first place, because obviously the government is ignoring that completely. But let's move a little closer to how the hell this affects the LGBT community and, indeed, how it discriminates against that community. The opponents say it could allow business owners to legally discriminate against the LGBT community. Now, of course, this came up last year with that baker in, I think, Indiana or Arizona or Colorado, one of the three states. This guy owns a bakery, okay? He owns a bakery. And he had some customers come in one day. Now, let's get one thing clear. He doesn't sleep with them. He doesn't bang them. He doesn't know what their sexual orientation is. He just had some customers come in one day and ordered a wedding cake for the 16th of June. Okay, I forget what the exact date was, but they wanted a cake on a certain day. Well, he turned them away. He said he couldn't do it. He used some excuse, I suppose, is what they're saying, that, his schedule was too full or he had two other weddings that day and he just doesn't have the manpower or the ability to do that for them. Sorry, but they'd have to find another baker. He even offered information. He passed them a business card of a competing bakery a couple of blocks down the road. He says, go and see Nancy. Here's their card. Tell them I sent you, and hopefully they can help you. And off they went. Well, as we all know, they didn't go to that other bakery. They never went and saw Nancy. What did they do? They went to their lawyer. Yes, they did. And they said, oh, well, this guy refused us service. He won't do our wedding cake because we're gay. Now, I don't know about you. I don't go into a bakery or Walmart or any other public place or store or business and start off my conversation before I even talk to them about whatever it is they're offering by saying, I'm a heterosexual dominant. I like beating girls' asses until they're red and then fucking them really hard. I don't do that. Do you do that? I don't think you do that. I don't think we phone up DirecTV at that 1-800-DirecTV line and we want to order service, and the first thing out of our mouths is what we like to fuck and how we like to fuck it. I don't think so. And in order for these LGBT fuckers to sit there and go to their lawyer and say that he refused us our wedding cake because we're gay, what they're basically saying is, unless they're saying that they've known him personally for years, is that they walked in, told them they like to fuck each other, and we're getting married. Otherwise, how would he know they're gay? Seriously. Oh, maybe that's why they wear the rainbow t-shirts and carry around the rainbow flags and are constantly announcing to the world that they're gay. Who fucking cares? That's the bottom line. Who fucking cares? You're here, you want to order a cake. It's for the 16th. I'm booked on the 16th. I couldn't possibly deliver it to you. I can make it, but I can't deliver it to the wedding. Well, that's no good. We need it delivered. And off they go. And next thing you know, this guy is looking at a lawsuit about discrimination against the LGBTers. So there you go. Let's just be clear about that right off the hop. That's what actually happened there. I talked to the effing baker. Yes, I did. When this story broke, I was like, There's no grounds here. This doesn't even make any sense. I'm going to talk to this guy and see what the hell transpired. And how I laid it out to you, my fine listeners, is exactly how that transpired.